Hi friends, it is Tuesday, July 5th. We just finished our board meeting. This is the meeting that we approved all of the budgets, and so I will go into some detail into that. But I first off want to thank the Mayor of South Tucson, Bob Theso, for coming down and reading the land acknowledgement. I really appreciate you taking the time to come down, and it was really nice to see you. So thank you, Mayor Theso. So we passed all of the budgets, and so if we look at the total, the overall budget for Pima County is $1,932,712,979, and our tax rate is 5.0652. So what that means is our overall tax rate actually went down, but the reason why we had a truth and taxation hearing is to explain that most people's taxes are going to go up, and it's going to say Pima County. And the reason why it's going up is because our valuation of our homes has also bumped up. So if you look at the value of your home now versus 3 years ago, you're going to see the value of your home is increased. And since these percentages are based on your property, like the property value, that's why you're going to see a little bit more coming to taxes to Pima County. And to others. I mean, so if whatever your school district is, they'll be a little bit higher there. It doesn't mean that they're increasing the tax, the percentage of the tax. It's just because your home is valued at higher, you're going to be paying a little more. And so we passed the library district budget, which is $46.6 million, stadium district $8.8 million. Debt service is almost $100 million that we pay towards that. Regional flood control is $18.5 million roughly. And so with all of that together, that's where the budget comes. And so we're going to do a graphic to help explain a little bit more into that. But I just wanted to say thank you all for your input. And part of this budget, our office really advocated for $2 million for open spaces. So we purchased the land to help protect areas of our community that might be encroached by other things. And so I'm really glad that we established that line item. Our pay increases, what was approved 3-2 by a majority of our board, was the proposal that your District 5 office put forward, really directing more and a higher percentage to those employees in Pima County that make less. And so I was really glad to help sort of craft and support that. And then we established a line item for $5 million for housing. So whether that's purchasing of land or construction, the plan is going to be coming to the board. This is not, we just established a line item, which I think is great. So I'm very happy with that work. I voted against sending $650,000 to Sun Corridor. Voted against NAFCare, who is providing healthcare services and mental health services to our adult and juvenile jail populations. I just think that as much as we can try to direct resources in-house, we should. And a little bit about Sun Corridor. The reason why I voted against that is because we don't have any collaboration with Sun Corridor and the kinds of businesses that they're bringing into Pima County. And one of the businesses that has given us the most work in trying to prevent them from opening their doors are Becton Dickinson, and Sun Corridor has stated that they proudly brought Becton Dickinson to Pima County. And so if we're going to be paying money to an organization to help bring in businesses that we then have to fight against, that to me seems a little moronic. And so I want to make sure that we work on that. We worked on we asked the county administrator to work on a resolution to establish a Juneteenth paid holiday for all Pima County employees. And so that item passed 4-1. And what that would do is next June 19th, every county administrator is going to have, or a county employee is going to have a paid administrative leave day like they do Cesar Chavez. And so you would be able to use it at some time during your work week or your work month, and you just work with your supervisor to arrange that. And so I'm excited about this one because, my dad was really instrumental in creating the Cesar Chavez administrative leave day here in Pima County, and now our office created the Juneteenth holiday. So I'm excited about that. D5 works really hard for our community, and I'm proud of it. And Pima County will also be contributing $10,000 to the local 2023 Juneteenth celebration. And so I'm glad that we're going to be a bigger partner in that event. We approved outside agency funding. And so just to highlight the need in our community, we requested was $5,384,000, and what was approved is $3,725,000. And so the need is much greater than the resources that we have to go forward with that. But I looked down the list of agencies, and I was really glad to see so many of the agencies I know are doing really good work in our community that are going to be receiving some funding. I voted against the road pavement and repair preservation program in the past, but voted for it because the city of Tucson passed the tax that's going to actually direct more funding to our roads here in the city of Tucson. And so I felt like now that our D5 city of Tucson, Pima County residents are going to get what the services that they need, that I felt okay about voting for the PAYGO in this case. And we had a resolution that came forward by Chair Bronson, and it was a resolution in support of reproductive health. And so in general, the title was Resolution of the Pima County Board of Supervisors declaring its support for access to reproductive health care, including legal, safe abortion services. And the three items, like kind of the meat of what this does, is ensure that a broad range of legal reproductive health services are available to Pima County residents through the health department, convenes community clinic partners from across Pima County for the purpose of planning, coordination, and delivery of legal reproductive care, and work with partners in the county across the state and nation to disseminate accurate information about sexual reproductive health and advocate for evidence-based reproductive health care, including abortion services. And when this item came up, I wanted to read the statement that I read. The Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe v. Wade goes against the principles of democracy that are a core of our country. It denies civil rights to the people of the United States, as well as their constitutional guarantee of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Criminalizing abortion needlessly endangers the lives of women and menstruators. Make no mistake, denying someone the choice to safely terminate their pregnancy is not about saving a possible life. It is a form of oppression, forcing women and individuals who are pregnant to carry a child to term against their will, puts their health at risk, strips them of bodily autonomy, and perpetuates a cycle of poverty. It's sad that we live in a country where my daughter has less rights and freedoms than her mother and grandmother. For these reasons, I stand in support of this resolution and what it stands for. So, I want to be very clear on what our position was here. And I think, let me try to see if I missed any real important items. It was a really big consent agenda, and a lot of items were pulled off of the consent agenda, but quite honestly, we had a lot of information. We had a lot of information about, the only other issue I voted against on is the removal of the vaccination requirement for election aides. I voted against that because I think it's a wrong direction. It's a wrong direction for our state to pass a law against us being able at a local level to take care of our community. And so I voted against that. And we had an election update, which I appreciated. And then there was one other, our county administrator during her update talked about a test to treat program that Pima County has at the East Side Clinic. We're hoping to get one on the South or West Side. It's FEMA funded, and FEMA picks the location. But so what happens is if you test positive for COVID, you can contact this number and they can try to get you treatment right away and give you all of those services for free because they're FEMA funded. And the number there is 520-724-7895, and we'll add a graphic as well, because I think that's a really great opportunity since more and more of us are contracting COVID. Our hospitalization numbers are creeping up, so I do encourage you all to stay as safe as possible. The biggest thing that you can do is really ensure that you are boosted and vaccinated and everything is current, and that your children get boosted and vaccinated. So our next board meeting isn't going to be until August 2nd, which is the primary election day. So I want to give you some information about elections. We also, if you visit our website, adelitaesgrijalva.com, it's /vote, and there's a lot of information there in English and Spanish. The last day to register for a primary election is today. So if you have not registered, you did not receive your election card, please make sure to register today. It is an incredibly easy process. Early ballots will be mailed starting tomorrow. And so be on the lookout for that. And then if you don't receive your ballot by, let's say, July 15th or 16th, please call the elections office at 520-724-4330 so they can make sure to figure out like why didn't you receive your ballot, because the last day to mail your ballot recommended is July 26th. And again, all of this is happening before our next meeting, and so we want to make sure to give you updates. There is emergency voting Saturday, July 30th through Monday the 1st, and election day is August 2nd. So we hope that you make sure to go out to vote. We updated our map, our Explore D5 map, and so it includes all of the new areas that are now part of District 5. And so if you'd like a new map, please give us a call. We'd be happy to send you one. We have a list of historic and architectural treasures, public art installations, botanical gardens, recreation and adventure, and then we have some additional information on our website about, places that are in D5 that we'd like you to eat, local, and places to visit. So thank you so much for your attention. Stay safe, friends. Bye-bye.